Hey, listen to Cookout Podcast, episode 252. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan, and we're going to continue the arc of the art of deck building by talking about how you pimp your decks. Now, hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
Good. What is going down?
Whole ton is going down. We're recording back-to-back episodes, so we have fewer people to thank, but we do still have some stories to tell. We're going to talk about some new art treatments coming out, some stuff that we've acquired for ourselves and inserted into our own decks, and some things that we think that the nation should be excited about. But before we get to any of that, we have to thank our official business daddies, FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all your gaming needs.
Holy smokes. High energy.
I did that. I ate cereal this morning.
You had breakfast this morning. See the difference?
I haven't had
It's a game changer.
I haven't had breakfast on a Saturday in 4 years. This is insane.
Oh, very excellent. Yeah. We've got lots of stuff to talk about today. There's a little bit of a thing, because we're going to be talking about secret layers today, and I want to say one thing.
Hit him with it.
One of the themes of secret layering, secret layering, secret layer. Just finding different ways to say layer to piss Brando off.
I'm going to put him through the window. Secret lair.
Secret layer. One of the ways to do it is to buy singles from places like FusionGamingOnline.com post layer drop.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't want the whole thing, and especially if you're not in the continental U.S. where shipping is like $7 trillion.
Even for Canada, it's better now. It is better.
It's better?
It's a little better. I did buy a couple from this super drop that we're going to talk about
in a minute.
And it's a little better, at least for us in Canada.
Okay, well, if you want just one card, Fusion does usually have sealed layers available, but they also have singles. And on either option, sealed or single, you can use CCO Fusion 5 to get 5% off of those. And because some of those cards might be expensive to crack and buy the single of, you're going to save lots of money. And if you're going to do that like you, Brando, is going to do that, you're going to play some of these secret layer cards. It's a good option. It's an option to check. If you're going to do it anyways, head over to Fusion, let them know that the boys from CCO sent you.
Also, I'm going to get burned to the ground by Ryan today.
Oh, yeah?
And he doesn't know that yet.
Oh, good.
But it's going to happen because I'm an idiot. I suck, and I should not be trusted to do anything involving purchasing anything off of the internet ever again.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but when I'm
really bad I don't know why I'm so bad at this.
Usually I drag Brando through the dirt pretty hard when he makes a very bad mistake by literally clicking fucking one button or a different button.
Yeah. How is it so difficult? Right.
Before we get to it though.
Okay.
We've got some stuff.
We do.
Get the boxes. And hold on, before you get the boxes, if you're not watching on YouTube, hit them with the truth.
Just subscribe and watch us on YouTube. It's good.
There it is.
It's good.
There it is. We look exactly like the Command Zone, I promise. I promise. Joe does a really good job.
And we're better looking.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Physical beauty is what podcasting is all about.
Yes, especially podcasting. Oh, man, I've got a voice for nothing, and Brando's got a face for radio.
Yeah, I've got an underbite that I have been made fun of for.
And I've got red hair.
Right?
Yeah, that's a thing. Well, you know what? We're not
concealing these boxes, man.
We're unsusceptible to bullying at this point in our life, I think, though, right?
Yeah,
because we've been there, we've done that.
Yeah, we're grizzled, and we're just way meaner.
Yes, and we don't take no shit.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: get onto YouTube. Give the video a like, give us a comment on the pre-show's guests, win our booster packs, and most importantly today, watch on YouTube because Joe is going to be putting on some stuff. We're going to be talking about some foils, some pimp stuff, some secret layers, but first, we're going to be giving away 2 secret layers in the month of July.
Do I show him the name this time?
Yes, show him the name this time. This is the first 2 that we're giving away. I assume that you can read that those are the secret layer Valentine's Day, regular, and foil. I think they see them.
Okay.
Okay. We've got 2. These are the first part of our July giveaway. And when I say July, yes, that does mean there's going to be an August one and probably a September one too, because there was a whole fucking pile of stuff that we had to give away. Additionally, we're going to be giving away some stuff that we haven't shown off yet. Just some little things for deck boxes or for your binders or whatever. Brando came up with the idea. We talked to Guy Pizza in Discord. He designed up some little things for us, and we're going to be sending them out to a couple lucky patrons to help us show off. We know how fun it is to show off like preview cards or talk about new projects that we're working on, and we want to share some of that with the nation, where we send you some stuff, you share it on your social media, and then we retweet your excited tweets, and everybody has a fun time.
Yeah. It is actually really cool to be the first person to show off anything, so now you're going to know that.
Yeah, now some people are going to have a chance to take part. Now, the secret layers specifically, because they're the good ones, and let's read the Valentine's Day one real quick. The foil and non-foil. Mm-hmm. For a regular share, retweet, follow, tag, whatever we ask for on Twitter and Facebook. And I mean, you got to share, you got to follow, you got to do all the things, right? Yeah. If you do those and you're not a patron, Heliod the Suncrowned, Goblin Rabblemaster, Monastery Swiftspear, Boros Charm, Gisela Blade of Gold Knight, and a Goblin token that looks like he's barfing out hearts.
It's because he is.
Yeah. Non-foil one is going out for social media interaction, and we are going to tabulate all of those, and we are going to give them away to one lucky member of the nation. Now, if you're a patron, same exact thing, but we want to say a little bit of extra thank you for helping support the show through Patreon. And we are going to be selecting a random patron for the foil one. And the foil one, I don't know what the value of it is, but it's foil, so I assume that it's worth more. Yeah. And both of them are cool. That Gisela Blade of Gold Knight, Joe will have them all on the screen.
That Heliod is also the Heliod that I had been searching for so damn long.
It's the one.
It's the one.
It's the one. Well, maybe whoever wins, maybe you get at your boy Brando, you can work out a trade for the foil Heliod.
I was going to say, another way of getting the singles out of a secret lair that you want, find somebody who's getting it. Maybe they don't want the card that you want, trade them for it.
Yes. Yeah, and you probably have a regular Heliod.
I do.
And maybe if somebody has a foil one that they want or don't want or whatever.
I have a hard time playing commanders that aren't foil. I have a hard time.
That's a thing.
It's a character flaw.
It's a
character flaw.
If Brando 2.0, he's going to patch that out. Save himself a bunch of money.
That'd be
I'd patch out the low back patch. I would patch in an update for that.
What do you mean low back?
Well, you know how everybody gets sore low backs when you get old and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
I would patch in an upgrade to low backs.
Yeah, I've definitely had a sore low back since I was in school, though, because I broke mine. And
you can imagine if you could just install a new fucking back.
Yeah.
Yeah, not need to go to medical school for 10 years. Right? If you could just plug yourself in like the Matrix.
Neat.
Yeah, everybody's waking up. I know Kung Fu. Brando's like, hey, my back doesn't hurt.
I'd take it, man. I would. Hell with Kung Fu. I don't need it.
Yeah. If I could just get new backs, I'd fight people with Kung Fu all the time.
Well, yeah,
because patch in a new
fix myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, I must break you. Fuck it, I'll patch myself.
Yeah. So, big thanks to everybody who is going to support and who wants to win and who helps share the show, and all of the patrons and everybody who's involved in CCO, the Discord people, Joe and Tyler, who are our editors, Fusion, of course, where you can get these if you don't win, and all the people who bid on the auctions on Thursday.
Every Thursday on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about some altars today.
Yeah.
Before we do,
shit.
Where do you want to go? You want to stay on the secret layer kind of mindset, the mentality? You got some stuff, right?
I got some stuff that I wanted to mention because our own history, well, I guess more mine, history with secret layers has been documented and oft lamented.
Yes.
On our Candid Cookout Podcast YouTube series. You can watch them right here on our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube, and you fucking should be. You can see when secret layers first came out, I think our collective take on them was that we liked them.
Yeah.
Because the first group of them were unique, and the only way you could get them was through secret layers, but the cards weren't those reprints that they're not chased reprints, they're just cool cards in cool treatments
that you don't need to buy, which is something that we always stress. And particularly, we say it like that, right?
Yeah,
you don't need it.
You don't need it, but I mean, some cards you got to have them to play your decks. You don't feel comfortable proxying or whatever.
Yeah.
They're too expensive.
Yeah.
You got to get the Lair to get the card. That wasn't present initially. And then I think that as the art kind of went with Secret Lairs, the Sun Stargazing one just killed me because it took 25 years to fucking get to me.
After you accidentally bought it.
Yeah, after I accidentally bought the whole fucking thing because I'm an idiot. And then what's the franchise that made everybody mad? Walking Dead.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead one happened. I think that soured a whole lot of people. And then I think Lair's just kind of had this kicked in the dirt sort of reputation since then. I think Wizards has actually done an okay job of rehabilitating that, saying that the mechanically unique cards are going to be released up to 6 months later as just Magic cards.
Yes,
so people will be able
that's
to get
the
them.
thing. Coming up, not these ones, but future Secret Lairs will be released on as part of the list, randomly inserted into packs. Now, I'll interject just a second. You said they rehabilitated that. They fixed past mistakes. And
Maybe.
I think that started with the Black is Magic one, where they were donating portions of the proceeds to charity, and they put in cool cards, great art. Yeah, they looked unique. You're actually after the Soul Ring right now.
Yep.
And then it didn't fucking ship for like 4 months, right? And I know that's a little bit pandemic and shipping logistically related, but the Secret Lairs put that sour aftertaste back into people's life. Now we're hit with what is it? All natural, totally refreshing super drop. And this is what you have stuff to say about?
I think that this particular super drop is the return to form of Secret Lairs that I wanted. Me personally, I think that this is the one that people can look at it and less people are going to just be mad that they're doing this. This is a money grab. This is a whatever. Because they're not. They're stuffing them full of cards that you want, but aren't impossible to find. They're not. They didn't put the Oracle of Moldiah reprint in here.
Now let's hit them with what it is. This is Saturday morning D&D.
Yep.
Artist series Mark Poole, iconic pieces that Mark Poole has done. Special guest Fiona Staples. She's a concept artist or a comic book artist, or that is Jen Bartel, does comic or graphic novel art. I'm not sure which one it is. And then there's Phyrexian Praetor's Complete Edition.
Why do they spell complete like that?
That's the way that the Phyrexians spell it.
Why do they spell it wrong?
Well, because they're Phyrexians. They don't know what fucking English is.
Okay.
Then there's Dan Fraser is back with the Mox looking signets.
Oh, cool.
There's a Mother's Day special with the Mother of Runes with Rebecca Gay. And then there's enemy signets as well, right?
Yep. So there's two of the signet piles.
Two signet piles,
Poole, yeah.
And then, of course, there's the super secret bundle where you can get them all and get them non-foil.
Whatever. And by the time these comes out, the sales is over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Which is fine. I mean, you bought them or you didn't, or you can buy them sealed on the secondary market, or you can buy them cracked open on the secondary market. And Joe will have a picture of maybe all of them, or as I read them, he'll show what they all are or whatever.
Yeah, they'll pop up. And I think that what I wanted to say about this one specifically, and what kind of got me thinking about it, is you got a cool crossover for an upcoming set in the D&D one.
Yeah, a future forward. We always talk about pointing to your own content, right? Like we talk about top 5 and 5 all the time, which you can watch on Friday.
Boom.
There it is.
See, we did it. There
it is.
And then, so they're pointing at their upcoming set, and it's a cool crossover with a cartoon property that maybe people don't know about, or if people like me who are nostalgic for it, this is going to be really neat.
Yep.
Plus, it has a card that goes into something that we're going to talk about a little later. Impact Tremors, baby.
Okay. Now the artist series, who is it? Dan Fraser? Is that the right guy?
Shit.
Dan Fraser and Mark Poole, iconic Magic artists of old who have done major pieces. I don't know if you've ever heard of like Birds of Paradise. That's one of them, right?
I don't know what that is.
And sets like Maudie Ho Ho and Time Spiral Remastered and Return to Ravnica last year are very, very effective tools to get players that used to play the game back into playing the game. And now, like there wasn't 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there wasn't secret layers, but now there is. And if you have an opportunity for the first time ever to get a modern card frame foil Dan or Mark Poole Birds of Paradise original art in foil,
cool.
That's something that like an old guy like you or I would say, fuck, that never existed. I'm going to buy it. It's $30.
It's less than the fucking Bird of Paradise.
Yes, if you want a foil Bird of Paradise from 7th, 8th, like you're paying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like a foil 7th edition Birds of Paradise is like $900. If you want an alpha or beta Blackboard or original art Mark Poole Birds of Paradise,
It's $1,000.
It's like $1,000. But if you want this original art foil and you like the modern card frame, like our friend Evan,
You're weird.
it's like $40.
Yeah,
and you get other cards,
and you get a Wasteland and a Counterspell, and what else is? I can't even see what else is in there. It doesn't matter because you already get a Wasteland, a Counterspell, and a Bird of Paradise,
and a Howling Mine.
That's covered your price of admission right there.
Yeah, and
again, it's not all about value. It's about playing the cards that you want to play. But this is an opportunity for you to get that mad pimpage, so you can express yourself in your deck how you like to kind of show off your deck. Some people don't care about foils. Some people do. I happen to be one of them.
Well, and you can get them in foil or not foil.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. We're not a commercial for Secret Lair, right? That's 100% not what this is about. It's about a return to form for a product that you say that you now again think that you'd like to support.
Yeah, it's a return to form because you're getting good value for your money, and you're getting an opportunity to just get some cool foils of cards that you want to play, as opposed to cards that you need to make your deck good. I'm doing, and we're going to talk about it in a second, Project No Red Deck Left Behind, where my goal is to foil out 100% as much as possible my 4 red decks. And
sort of 5.
Sort of 5.
We'll talk about what that means in a minute.
Sort of 5. And one of them is Norn the Wary, that used to be a chaos coin flip deck that was kind of ridiculous, but now I've taken that old school I wanted to take that old school chaos feel, and I want to make the deck appear.
This is the art of deck building. Yeah. This is it incarnate. So listen to this.
I want it to appear as little like a Magic deck as I possibly can make it.
You took let's see if I got this right.
Okay.
You took the essence of what is mono red chaos deck. And because that wasn't the gameplay experience you and your friends wanted to have in game mechanically playing Magic, you said, okay, I'm going to make this more of a mono red, sort of like grindy control deck. Gives it more play. Yep. Right? And you took that essence of chaos and you want the cards to appear like they're chaotic.
Yes.
And
you're going to fan those cards open and go, what is this?
Every card in your opening 7 looks like different not Magic card.
Exactly. So Secret Lairs are great for that because we got Gamble, we got this Impact Tremors that looks like an animation cell from a cartoon. We had those Japanese alt art foils from Strixhaven.
What do the basics look like?
The basics should be the only text ones, but I hate them. So they're the Amonkhet full art ones.
They all match?
They all match.
They all match.
They shouldn't all match, but they're my favorite art. So
that, you know what, and that's part of it, right?
Yeah,
that's part of it.
At the end of the day, it's my deck. I'll do what I want.
Yeah, and that's
the point.
Oh my God, that should be like the name of the episode. It's my deck. I'll do what I want.
Exactly.
Right.
Going back to the point is, it's just awesome to see that they're going to reprint stuff that just everything looks unique, everything looks different, and it gives you an opportunity where if you're into that sort of thing, you're actually going to get some bang for your dollar out of this product.
Very much so, because they are affordable.
Yeah, and you get to express yourself in that kind of artistic, kind of heady way, that like at the table where you have like this, not just a deck, not just a game piece, but a conversation piece, and that's fun.
Oh yeah. You know what? This would be a perfect time to segue the heady kind of artistic expression conversation piece. Would be a perfect time for me to segue over to using altars to pimp your deck.
Yes.
But we're not going to. I'll leave it with you for a minute.
Oh my goodness!
Even though I want to draw attention to, I could have segued, segway, if you will.
I'll try and segue for you.
Well, Project Red Deck No Red Deck Left Behind. You had mentioned it. What are the 4 decks?
The 4 decks are my
Norrin.
It's Norrin.
Yep.
I have the Thor guy. I can never remember his damn actual
Teralf.
name. Teralf, god of earthquakes. I have Muxus,
Yep.
champion of goblins. Muxo man goblin savage, as I like to call him.
3 goblins in a trench coat.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the last one is Torbrand.
Okay. Now, I said 4 sort of because you have Omnath that has red in it, which is 2 cards away from being 100% foil.
I accidentally foiled out an Omnath lands deck.
Which is fine. You don't have an Oracle of Moldiah as of now.
Correct.
And it's just because it needs a reprint.
Yeah, that's going to happen in the future. I'm going to keep pushing for it till it happens.
The Jumpstart reprint didn't come in foil, and the Zendikar foil is probably like $200.
A lot of money.
The other one is
Yavimaya Hollow.
which is probably like $700.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's a reserve list rare land in foil from the first set that had foils.
Like Urza's Destiny or Legacy or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, I feel like the accidentally foiling will stop there unless somebody wants to help a brother out and make a big trade. It's over. But
anybody like etched foils from Wadi Ho that Brando's got 700 of?
No. Nobody likes those. It's been established. Nobody likes those.
Oh, man. So your other red decks, give us the update. I don't know do we need actual cards? I suppose there's not that many.
There's not very many, actually, and I think some of them will go into the alterage. First of all, I want to send a big thanks out to my man Maximum Sushi on our Discord. He actually went to his local game store that doesn't sell online.
That's Dan McIntyre. I think he lives in Banff or something. Yeah. I'm just saying his last name, telling everybody where he lives. Fuck.
Find him. He actually got and sent me a whole bunch of cards off of my original list, and he got me way closer to being complete now.
Because his LGS doesn't sell online, so they don't get picked over.
Yeah, and I can't go to Alberta to pick them over, so...
Yeah.
Give me time.
Couple months. Our mask mandates are fucking off pretty soon, hey?
So good.
That's so exciting,
good.
Yeah.
4 decks.
Okay.
100% want to be foil. I need 9 cards.
9 cards only.
And some of them I don't actually need because it turns out they don't come in foil. That's Fault Line.
Yeah, that's from Urza's Saga.
Mm-hmm. One of them I'm thinking about cutting because it costs $75.
What's the non-foil cost?
Like $3.
That's Subterranean Tremors from Conspiracy 2, right?
Yep. So I'm thinking I might just cut that for something. So if you have it's in Teralf.
So it needs to be an Earthquake-esque replacement?
Yeah, something that does a bunch of damage to creatures. If you got something better, I'll cut Subterranean Tremors today.
Are you playing, and I think I suggested this at the time, are you playing Inferno? If you're going to dump 6 or 7 into Subterranean Tremors to get the big worm creature
lizard,
token or the lizard, you could just play Inferno for 7. It gets creatures and players.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it comes in a 7th edition foil, which is an alt art.
A 7th edition foil?
Well, let's look it up. Keep giving the update.
Okay, here's the other stuff that I'm kind of looking for. I need a Mox Diamond, which I might not need because I have a real one, and that's one of those ones. Does somebody want to trade like a non-foil from the Vaults foil? I do the straight across trade. Other than that, not necessary. Chaos Warp Japanese alternate art. Cool. I have a Secret Lair Goblin Sharpshooter, which I think will hold me over until maybe I can find a Sidewalk Blade foil Goblin Sharpshooter.
Are you saying like a...
Because they're big money.
An Onslaught one?
Yep.
It was in Commander 13, and it was in Secret Lair. Did the Secret Lair Goblins come in foil?
Nope.
Oh, that's why you have a non-foil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get you.
So it's a thing, and then I have 2 altars. We're going to get into altars in just a second.
Yep.
And just for consistency, because none of these are in Norrin, so altars won't cut as foil, I need a Furnace of Wrath and a Goblin Matron. So
7th and 8th edition foil. Ooh. The 7th edition Inferno, $12.
Oh.
The 8th edition, if you like the modern card frame, same art, is $350.
Oh, wow.
If you want one from the dark, $10. If you want one from, I think it was in Legends? No, it was in the dark. It was in 6th edition with a different art and 5th edition with a different art because everything in 5th edition got re-arted.
Right.
Those ones have white border though, but I have altered those and they look funny. And I draw a little disco ball on them. Looks like they're dancing. Disco Inferno. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So those are like 30 cents.
Yeah, but the altars, like $1.30 now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Project No Red deck left behind. Are all 4 decks getting the same like treatment where the theme is no card looks like a Magic card, or do some decks, do they match? Are you going after a certain like style? Because there's so many different versions, like even just with Inferno, I just read. Do you want the oldest foil? Do you want all non-foil old border? Like there's so many different ways.
Yes, Norrin is nothing looks like a Magic card.
Okay, that's Norrin.
Yeah. Muxus is either old border or no border.
Okay.
Is what I'm going for in Muxus.
And foil.
And foil, of course. Terrelf.
No border or old border.
Yes.
Fuck you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Modern borders for weaklings.
Yes.
As far as Muxus goes.
And F you, Evan.
Yes.
Well, weakling.
Yeah, exactly. Torbrand, I'm trying to fit in anything that I've gotten from somewhere else. Like a GP or a Magic Fest or some kind of a promo treatment is what I'm going for there.
And does that mean specifically like from events, or they're just promo non-traditional treatments?
Either or. I'd prefer ones that I've been to, but some of them I've missed, so gotta go that way. And then the Terrelf, I'm just trying to foil out Terrelf.
Just whatever.
He's also there. He's like the little stepdad. It's like, dude, just take the foils that I give you and shut up.
He's the younger brother.
He's the middle kid.
Oh, man.
Everybody forgets about him.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
You know, I actually thought when you were saying stuff from GPs and stuff, I didn't think of this originally because I was going to talk about altars, but I have my Zata deck that is almost foil. That is where my foil Mox Diamond is from the Vaults ones. I'm missing some foils, and I don't have foil fetch lands. Yeah.
Did you not buy Modern Horizons 2?
I don't have foil fetch lands, but some of them are available. But I don't want the showcase ones from Zendikar Rising. I don't like those ones very much.
That's fair.
And it is what it is. What I'm trying to do though with foiling that deck is get every card signed by the artist. So
that's cool.
I follow a couple different groups on Facebook where they sell signed cards.
Right.
And when I see a foil that's signed, I'll put a bid on it or ask if it's still available. And I've got a few cards like that. Old border, new border, like, and I prefer signing over foiling. So I do have an Ornithopter, for example, signed by Amy Weber, like the original from Legends. Was it originally in?
Isn't Amy Weber like a calendar bikini model?
Ooh.
I think
Let's look up Ornithopter. Anyways, I have an original black bordered printing. Oh no, it's from Antiquities, Ryan, you dummy. I have an Antiquities Ornithopter, and I prefer that over the foil one, for example, right?
Sure.
And every time I go to a Magic Fest, and we've been to a few that I've collected a bunch of signatures at, and doodles from like Mark Teeden or other people that have affordable doodling and no lineup, because usually we get pretty busy playing and doing content with people and stuff at Magic Fests. So I think Zata is 5 or 6 cards away from being foiled.
Nice.
And that includes maybe 8 if I include the four fetch lands. And I think it's got like 70 some signatures.
Wow. That's impressive,
and 2 Mark Teeden signatures. And Rob Alexander is a lot of the only old border foil basics.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So Rob Alexander was in Vegas, but every time I went to his booth, remember, he was gone every time. And I have like 10 of his lands that I need signed. And they're all foil. So anyways, it's got about 70. Ornithopter, Amy Weber, is that who I said?
Yeah.
Amy Weber from Antiquities Ornithopters. They're cool. I have 2 of them. If anybody's interested in one, I'll send it to you.
And I'm going to make the big segue. I'm going to punt it over to Ryan because I like my foils. Ryan does altars every Thursday on our Facebook page. We're going to check it out. I can't get a foil Muxus, but what I can get is my friend Ryan here to turn my current Muxus into a Muxus that's dressed like Macho Man Randy Savage. Muxo Man Randy Savage, right? So that might be coming down the pipe in a bit. And now that I've said it on the show, he can't say no because it's going to be awesome.
Well, I never say no, but here's the thing. We'll pull back the curtain for the bonus shows, right? we never, ever, ever actually complete a commissioned piece for Brando. Amy Weber.
Is that her?
Probably a different Amy Weber. It's relatively regular sounding.
So we're
name.
both right.
Yes.
Okay. Because
That happens lots. And you know what, internet, if we're not both right and or we don't agree, we're still friends and we just carry on.
What? What?
Here's what I was going to say. Me and Brando never painted a card for him in my fucking life because he's just got a whole stack of cards. Paint this, paint this, paint this, paint this.
There's 2.
Well,
3
there's
if you
3.
include Muxus.
For months. For months.
One of them I even paid him for already.
I don't know, not really. No, it's because the nation is so good to me. It's because so many people in the nation are so supportive.
And I am totally cool to wait. I'm not actually being a bad friend and being like, you fucking
the
guy.
only
And I don't
caveat-
want to put it out there at all that he's slow or behind on commissions or anything.
Just for Brando.
Just for me.
The only caveat that Brando said is like before the next Magic Fest, which gives me a year still.
I shouldn't have said that.
I get the cards done, right? And right
Yeah.
now there's a Goblin Recruiter and there's a Shatter Gang Brothers that's going to be Goblin versions of Brando and I, and now maybe a Muxus.
Yeah, Muxo Man, Goblin Savage. I forgot to get dragged. I forgot to get dragged.
Well, hold on. We got to restart the video and you got to restart the recording for the next session. Then
Okay.
then I'll drag you.
Okay, we've reset.
We're back.
So, Saturday morning cartoon.
I reset the size of my chair.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes it. I should have reset the size of my chair. That would have been funny.
No.
We should sit in different seats. Anyway. I went in to order my Saturday morning Secret Lair.
Fuck, here we
because
go.
it has impact tremors
Yeah.
that doesn't look like a magic card. Perfect for Norin. And it's one of the Norin staples. Cool as hell. So I'm going through the thing, and I'm at work. I'm using my touch screen, touching.
Like on your phone?
Yep. And so it's like during the break, right? So I'm taking calls and I'm fucking going through real fast. And I clicked on the Saturday morning cartoon one in the cart. Excellent. So then I figured, okay, well, I'll look at the other ones just to make sure there isn't anything else that I want. I don't think there is, but I better make sure. So I'm clicking through each one of the things, and I'm being real careful not to even click on the bundles. Don't even go near them. Get to the end. Sweet. Click the thing, wait in line, make the payment. Payment comes out. Get the email saying you've sent X dollars to Magic the Gathering. And I look at it and I was like,
Oh, no. You did it again, didn't you?
this is way more than one Secret Lair.
You did it again.
This is way more. So I go back into my order, and it turns out in the box I'm going to be getting the Secret Lair Saturday morning cartoon and 2 of the foil Predator one. How the fuck did I even do that?
2 of the Phyrexian complete?
Yeah.
Are they in foil?
Yeah. How did I even do that? How does that fucking happen, Ryan? Only I could do that. It's like my thumb sweat somehow got onto my screen. How?
Why don't you just
There's
do
like
it
a
from a
whole-
computer?
I'm gonna now. Now I'm going to.
You sit, I'll say exactly right in this spot when you work, and there it is on the screen, available to you all at the same time. Buttons separated, no drop-down menus.
Yeah. I suck. I can't be trusted with anything.
Nope.
How? How?
I don't know. I don't even want to drag you.
I lucked out and I got one that's cool, right? Like,
And there's monetary value built in with the Vornklex, the Elishnorn,
Yeah.
the Shieldred. They're all foil. You could rip that apart, and
I can break it down for pieces and get rid
you
of
could
them.
probably even buy list them to
Wherever, yeah, and probably be okay.
LGS or Fusion has a good buy list. Like,
But how did I do that?
you must have clicked
Fuck.
something. How come, and I've never done a Secret Lair before, but how come when it's like confirm your order, you don't like go back up and see that there's 3 things in your shopping cart?
Because I'm so confident.
No, you
I'm
should
so
always check
confident.
before you confirm your order.
I'm
This is me starting to drag you now.
yeah, because I feel confident in my skills. I'm like,
Nope.
I've been practicing. I'm ready for this. I've got my little sweatband on. I'm doing those little weights, calisthenics and shit. I'm squeezing a fucking tennis ball to make sure that all my stuff. I'm ready. I prepared for this. I went right in early to make sure that I got that first hour.
This is
so maybe it
like
would take-
Dolph Lundgren versus Sylvester Stallone, but if Sylvester Stallone didn't train,
Yeah,
that's Brando buying Secret Lairs.
I suck. I suck at it. Is the point.
Oh man.
So feel free to dunk on me in the comments.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like
Dunk on Brando in the comments and get at him on Twitter at CCO Brando if you want to work out a trade. I assume that you don't need all of those things.
No, I'll probably keep a Vorinclex, the red one.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, because you never know. And I don't know, maybe a Jin-Gitaxias. Not because I play Jin-Gitaxias, but because it was an old school dredge target, and you know.
Yeah. It's too bad it's not the new Vorinclex that people actually play and don't hate playing against.
Yeah, well, people play the other one. It's just such
it's a giant piece of shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of giant pieces of shit,
now we're talking. That's a segue.
If you want to be the opposite of a giant piece of shit, you get at me for some altars. I'm a little bit backed up. I'm gratefully backed up with commissions. It's not all about the auctions on Facebook, though that is part of what I do.
It's a fantastic problem to have, is what Ryan's trying to say.
Yeah, and it's great. And it's because the nation is good to me that Brando can't get altars and has to fucking buy secret lairs by accident again. So it's a good problem to have. But when you talk about expression and being different and coming up with a theme, that is part of the thing that I don't want to call it like having a consultation with someone, but that's what it is. And they ask like, hey, what about this? What about this? When they want to start a deck project is what I call them. And people are like, oh, 100-card altar deck, that'd be so cool. And it's fucking fantastic. And they're awesome.
Oh, yeah. You have one.
I have one. And friend of the show, longtime supporter, Aaron Carrar has one. Me and Chris Von Doom are working on one. And when I say working on one and that my schedule is full, I don't mean Chris Von Doom sent me his 100 cards and sent me $10,000 because that's what people assume, right? They see maybe a price of an auction card, or they see an Eric Klug altar on Facebook or Twitter or Star City Games, and then they like Google Eric Klug. Oh, he sold a card for $1,100 on eBay or whatever, right? That's not what it is. Yeah. What we do and what the consultation is let's find a theme that's meaningful to the deck, expressive, maybe something that the client is into.
Like, let's throw one out there. Give us an example.
Like an art style or a style of architecture. Me and Chris Von Doom are very much into Art Deco type design. Think of the Chrysler Building in New York. Think of 1920s and 30s travel posters.
Okay.
Think of like hotels in like the not the dirty 30s, the booming 20s in California.
It's BioShock.
Yes, BioShock is part of the inspiration. The movie Metropolis.
Oh yeah, I know Metropolis.
Part of the inspiration. A little bit like the band Ghost, their album covers is part of the inspiration for the deck that Chris and I are working on, and the color scheme is going to be black and gold and white. And right now what we're working on is like famous buildings in the northeastern United States as the land cards in the deck.
Jeez.
Yeah, like it goes deep, and that's why I say there's a consultation, there's a creative process to kind of mining out the theme, because it could just be like, I like anime, I like Dragon Ball, I like a certain kind of flower, I like art with gold in it, right? But that there's not a whole lot of meat there, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, where do you live? What do you like? What about these things do you like? And that's the kind of the difference between, for example, somebody who likes cars and somebody who's like a car enthusiast, right? Yeah.
And the full altered art deck, as for the Chris Von Doom or Aaron Carrar, not one big project, 100 cards in a row. Much in the same way if you're getting like a big back tattoo or a tattoo sleeve.
Yes.
At no point are you ever going to sit down and go from your shoulder to your fingers getting tattooed
at one sitting.
It takes time. You do this part, then you do this part, then you do that part.
And then you go back in for color, then you do touch-ups.
Right, you connect them together with some stuff. It probably works a lot like that.
It very much does. And we set up a schedule. And sometimes it's a hard schedule because somebody wants the deck done by Magic Fest Vegas, for example. But sometimes it's loose, and it's like 1 or 2 cards every 2 or 3 weeks.
Were you needling me when you said you want a card done for GP Vegas? Because, I have one card that I wanted.
Well, that's
GP
the schedule.
That's
the schedule, man. I do 1 brush stroke per week. No, but you do a schedule, or you set a budget. I want to spend, X amount of dollars per month.
Sure.
And I'll pick and choose like the pieces and the reference arts that I know will go quickly and smoothly. Like I've done enough of them that I can say, I'll schedule this one in, I'll fit it in, right? And it breaks up the payment schedule, and it breaks up paying for shipping or tracking if you want the cards shipped as they're completed. It breaks it up so you're not spending all the money at once, and it makes it actually really affordable. Like if you're going to spend, let's say your Magic budget's like $200 a month, which would be fucking lots. But if you're buying a booster box a month, that's not.
It's less than, I think. Well, Canadian, it's less than.
Yeah. Well, let's say $100 a month, and that's like snacks for F&M. That's singles. That's some packs. That's maybe a draft. That's $100 a month.
Yeah.
If you wanted to take $30 of that and get an altar and just make a schedule, that's how these deck projects happen. And Aaron Cars took nearly 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Like you say, if you're wanting a back piece. Like, how long does it take Kyla to finish her sleeve?
It took her a little better than 18 months.
18 months?
Yeah.
And how many sessions?
5?
5?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. And a lot of the time people are like, I have no idea what I have in mind. I have no idea what I want to spend. I have no idea what I want. I've never done it before. And I say, well, it's like getting a tattoo. You got any of those? Oh, yeah, I got this one, then I got this one, then I got this one.
Yeah.
As soon as you get one.
It's a thing. But
just like as soon as you get one red deck.
Yeah, you got to have a whole bunch. Right? And it's like you're next leveling to tie it into what we're talking about. You're looking at foils, and this is how I like to portray myself. Getting an altered deck, or even just some alters of a commander.
Even just one, yeah.
Or key cards. Your favorite card. I want this altered to be... You can get exactly what you want.
The Drakeness
really
has got a Dragon Ball Z themed deck. I've done Thrun the Last Troll as Piccolo. Solemn Simulacrum as Android 18.
Okay.
And his 7 basic lands are 7 Dragon Balls.
Cool.
Like the 1 ball, the 2 ball, they all have a big Dragon Ball on them, and they have different numbers of stars.
Neat.
And they're foil Theros space lands. Like the Nyx lands
I
in
like
foil.
that. I
with
like
a Dragon
that.
Ball on them. Really cool.
I was
a cool
looking
project.
for a way to dunk on Drake, because when I meet Drake, I assume that there will at least be a lock up and a go behind.
Yes.
And so I want to encourage that by dunking on him on the show as often as I can.
Oh,
but
yeah.
For this one, I can't, because that's a cool idea.
Yeah. Suplexes off the roof and such.
Absolutely.
You're going to shake hands with him as you're falling off of a roof, like with your other elbow out. And he's going to shake your hand as he's getting elbowed. Very excellent. Very cool. But yeah, altars they're fun and they're interesting, and a lot of the times it's just like a one-off commission where I want to get my commander done, or I want to get this goblin recruiter done because the rest of my goblin deck is foil, for example, right?
Doesn't come in foil, need an altar. That's me. That's where I'm at.
That's it. And it doesn't come in foil, need an altar is a common thing that I think people who do custom proxies do as well. We didn't talk a lot about proxies before the show, but that's another note that I had that people are that they do.
Yeah. And I mean, full disclosure, I'm fine if people play proxies. I don't care. I don't really do it as much because I mean I'm in a position where I can get the cards, and I know not everybody's where I am at, and I'm happy to play against proxies. And if you want to do like a fucking cool proxy, I follow a bunch of people on Twitter who do some incredible work.
Hey, just real quick,
awesome.
Is your microphone on? Can you check?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely on. What? You see?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
your needle wasn't moving, and I was like, and this light's burnt out on the switchboard, so I'm like,
yeah, it's on.
Okay, we're cool. Yeah. Lots of people on Twitter. Like the only one that I can think of off the top of my head is the proxy guy, just because that's what his name is. Right? That makes it really easy. But you can just find him if you just Google like MtG proxy or whatever, and they do custom printed ones, and they look really professional, and they look very much not like Magic cards sometimes, which I'm not a big fan of, and maybe I'm biased because I also don't play with proxies.
Right.
I have a proxy of a Gaia's Cradle in my, I think it's in my Hogak deck, but I own a real Gaia's Cradle. So it's like I'm part of that crowd where it's like, hey, I own the real one. It's in a different deck if you want me to get it.
Yeah.
Right? But nobody cares really.
Yeah. I think we've reached a point in most circles where nobody gives a shit.
I think so too.
I think we have, and I think that that's a fine place to be. So if you want to express yourself by just doing crazy ass proxies, fucking do it, man.
Yeah, or Brando proxies if you ever wanted to become a patron supporter.
Yeah. I love doing them. I sent out some EDH staples to some peeps last time.
Oh,
they thought they were getting tokens. No, I'm up in my game.
Up in his game, and you know what? We did have a patron that I send them. I send all the patrons a quick little thank you, welcome to the nation. We've got a couple sign up gifts. Type email, right, just through the patron messenger service, and we did get a request for a Brash Taunter proxy. Yeah, I sent you an email on that one. So
I'm very excited.
Lots of fun there, and yeah, proxies are a cool and unique. What I don't like about proxies, and this is not the proxy argument or whatever. No. I talk about doing a consultation to make art that is meaningful to people for them to play in their deck.
Right.
Lots of times somebody will just make 100 proxies of some abstract thing and they'll call it a Cabal Coffers. And it doesn't look like a Cabal Coffers, and it's not meaningful to anybody other than it's like foil cardstock with some abstract piece of art on it.
Sure.
And I'm not taking away from the art. What it is a mass-produced thing that isn't as meaningful to me when I look at it as a non-consumer of the product, I'll admit. But also, I don't think it's very meaningful to somebody else, other than it's gonna save them $100 and act as a suitable analog for something that they don't want to spend money on.
Sure.
And it's just I don't get it. I guess maybe that's.
Sometimes you can not get things,
yeah,
and that's fine.
And be fine with them.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just because you're not going to play them, it doesn't mean other people can. Yeah. What are we? We're breaking the internet right now. We're cracking the code, I think.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, you just...
These bonus episodes,
yeah,
what the hell?
We just talked for like 45 minutes about not being an asshole, and I feel like maybe we might have got through to some people.
I really hope so. And you know what? These are the kinds of episodes that I would love for the people in the nation to share, because so many people in CCO Nation, in the Discord, who interact with us on a regular basis on social media, those people, they get that.
Yeah, man.
And they get that the game is about coming together and doing something fun with your friends and making it accessible and having a barbecue. Like last time we played together, big ass barbecue. We just hung out in my garden for like an hour, just like shooting the shit, drinking beer. And then it got windy, so we came in and played Magic. Right? And like, this is right from top down. Sheldon Menery, guy who invented the fucking format, says the best kind of like EDH is for friends that want to hang out and have a good time together. And if Magic happens, that's a bonus. And that's kind of how it is for us. And if it's deck pimping, if it's altars, if it's proxies, if it's the giveaways that all of the nation is going to also fucking share, that just is a bonus. And it's what makes it special.
Yeah, it gives us and episodes like this and the content that we've been talking about, to express yourself in that box that Ryan just described is just extra cool. It's like a little, not everybody can make art. Ryan's an artist. I am not. And I really wish that
everybody can make art.
I wish that I was a little bit more talented, but something that I can do is make cool brain pictures and cool concepts with decks that I make and the cardboard that I put in little plastic sleeves, and that's something that I can do, and that's something that you can do too. And there's a million different ways to do it, from the high-end 100% unique one-of-a-kind 100 cards you get from somebody like Orion, or you can go all the way down to, hey, I'm going to buy some secret lairs and I'm going to show people the kind of stuff that I'm into, because I want line-drawn whatever, I want cartoons, I want my cards to look like old D&D modules, which I fucking do.
Yeah, those are cool. We're going to talk about that in the Secret Realm review for sure.
Man, I am rock eggplant for that.
Yeah,
man. But,
and you know what? I think when you express yourself, like when you really want to do a themed or expressive EDH deck, it doesn't matter if it's proxies or altars or foils or only cards from Alpha.
Yeah.
If you lay down something that you're passionate and care about and have some attachment to, people are going to go, oh, fucking cool, right? Yeah. Like that's just what's going to happen, because you take special care to make it in a way that is special to you, and other people who play Magic are going to appreciate it. Look, think of custom deck boxes or 3D printed dice and 3D printed stuff too, right? Like that's another form of handmade wooden deck boxes and dice trays and shit.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Yes, that's the kind of stuff that people are like passionate about, and that's like a real fucking skill. Like joinery and like high-end carpentry shit.
Oh yeah, I don't
fucking
have that
cool.
skill either.
That's cool shit, man.
Yeah, I don't have that skill either.
You know what? You know what skill we do have, and I'm going to practice this one today.
Ooh.
Maybe this is my final thought of the day.
Oh, hit me.
After of course, hold on. Rundown. Social media, Facebook.com/CCO, Twitter @CCO Podcast, @CCO Brando. You watch for us on the Discord and of course on YouTube, and you share the shows on YouTube. You give them a like and subscribe. That's how you're going to win our secret layers over the months of July, August, September. We're going to be giving away some other CCO merch that we've never shown before, so you can help preview that. That's the business end of the day. Big thanks to FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all of your gaming needs. CCO Fusion 5, if you didn't win the secret layer but want to get some stuff with a discount, that's all
Huzzah.
great. My skill that I'm going to be practicing today,
Ooh.
beer drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's going to be fucking hot. And look, there's like 4 clouds and they're like this big.
Yep. That's the exact number of clouds there are. I just counted them.
Checks out.
Yep.
Yeah. What skill are you going to practice today? You already had breakfast.
Yeah, I already had breakfast, so I'm just going to not eat for the rest of the day.
It's a skill.
Yeah, it could
Weed
be.
your garden. Just think about when all your potatoes grow. Oh, I can't wait to eat these.
My whole garden's dead.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Something killed everything in it. Killed the flowers, killed everything.
What the fuck?
Only the sunflowers are still alive.
Well, you can eat those.
Can I? When the seeds grow big, I guess. I'll get there.
What the hell?
I know.
I'll have to come take a look.
I'm going to practice.
It's not the fertilizer I put in, because I fertilized like 4 gardens in my neighborhood with that, and they're all good.
Yeah, they're all fine. But I'm not sure what practice I'm going to. We're going home. We're going to look in the garden. Beer drinking.
Yes.
And then you can do that too. Remember to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube anywhere you are. Win some secret layers. Check out Fusion Gaming Online, like Ryan said. Let them know that their partnership with us is a great one. And if you have a deck that you're super proud of, either through the theme or how you've made art on the cards, or you've had all of your friends sign cards when you kill them with it or something.
Yeah.
Anything you've done, we want to hear about it. Put it down in the comments down below this video. We'll read them all. We love them all. Thank you all so much for being here, and we're going to be back next week with another episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!